Erasing your personal history. So why am I talking about this in this video? Main reason is that I want to help my younger self not be stagnant in life, not stay at the same place for a long period of time. I remember that whenever I wanted to change, whenever I wanted to create a new identity for myself, I would journal. I would think so much about what I'm going to do, how I'm going to act. But then right when I'm around the people that I have been around with, the environment, the constant environment that I was around with, that new self-image or that new belief was never actualized. It was just a thought and nothing more. I was never able to be that person. I was never able to be him. So yeah, so this topic is very important to me because it is the most important factor in change, and hands down, and that's what I believe as well. So from the book, I have a quote here. So I have a laptop in front of me and I'm just reading the quote from it. I had a terribly strong attachment to my personal history. My family roots were deep. I honestly felt that without them, my life had no continuity or purpose. Now this is about Carlos talking about how it is the people who you're around, it is the environment that you're around that makes you you as a person. It is the environment that makes you who you are. And he thinks that it's hard to let go of that environment that he was grown to be part of, right? So that's what he says. But I feel like that is something that holds you back. That belief holds you back in life and being able to change. Now there's another quote from the book. It is, only when someone else knows that does it become personal history. And I assure you that no one will ever know that for sure. So here basically the author's teacher or mentor is saying that it is only when people know you or have like a set expectation of you that you have a personal history. If people don't know you, if you are always changing your environment, if you are always traveling and moving, people don't get enough opportunities to know you fully. And that's the power of it. They can't place a set expectations of you, which you inherently just have to, I think it's just biological that we just act the way that people want us to act, or we act the way that people treat us to be. For me, I know that I'm always considered as a nice guy whenever I'm in public, but internally I don't think I'm a nice guy. I'm actually very just more driven, more aggressive, you could say. Internally but I guess aggression has nothing to do with being a nice guy. But however, let's just move on. So basically, after reading Psycho-Cybernetics, I made a goal to not be a nice guy. And I was like, okay bro, okay Subarna, no more being a nice guy. And then I was like, okay, perfect. So the next day I journal in the night, I make goals on what I'm gonna do, but then I go outside and I meet the people that I already know. And guess what happens? I'm not able to cultivate that mindset. I'm not able to not be a nice guy, because whenever I'm around the people that I have always been around with, who treat me as a nice guy, they limit me, they limit my growth. And that's exactly why I want to move out. And it's a deep, not really deep, but it's a very purposeful thing to do. I feel like for a man, moving out of his own home and knowing how to live by himself in a new environment is very impactful. I think just from that alone, you can grow and be a much more mature person. And I know all all gurus or any like, let's say like mentors or anyone that you look up to in the internet, for example, for me is Jordan Peterson, and that's what he would say as well, right? So, you know, just moving out just makes you so much more mature, I feel like. And it's a new experience, right? A new environment. That's the key thing. You get to erase who you are. You get to become a new person, pretty much. Because those people in the new environment, they don't know you. You can be whoever. Now, I just remember as I'm talking about this, like at the start of my uni, first year of uni, I said, okay, I'm gonna change my whole identity of a nice guy. And then I was like, hell yeah, let's go enter uni. But then I'm still around the people in my household who treat me as a nice guy. So that's still, even though uni is a new environment, I'm still around the people that I already know. So they still have an expectation of me that I'm holding deep down, like without my knowledge. And that just limits me from growing. Now, I'm not sure if this is like finding, I guess you could say, being arrogant or like not thinking too much, but I feel like that's what it is, you know? Like, I'm not blaming anyone, but I feel like that's the main point of what erasing your personal history should be, is to make sure that you can change as a person way faster, way quicker. So now that you know the reason behind why I am talking about this, what erasing your personal history is, and how it's accomplished, I'm going to talk about, so what? Like, what's the significance? What impact does it create for your life? I think just by knowing this, you'll be much more ready to go through your adult life, your 20s. Like, you'll be much more stable in which you can navigate your life, because you will realize that if a situation comes where I'm in a very tough spot in life where everything is going against me, I can still erase my whole personal history, go somewhere else, and then be a new person there, and start as a new life, and grow as a person. So that's what I get from this topic, exactly, from Journey to Ixtlan by Carlos Castaneda. And I want to leave a message to you guys that if you're ever going through a phase where you want to change as a person, not be the same and stay at the same place in life, I want to say that it's possible. However, it is very difficult if you are in the same environment that you're in. Just by, let's say, you can just even change your room, for example. If you want to change as a person, maybe start off by changing your room layout. Like, develop your room into a layout that your future self, the self-image that you want it to be like. And that way, you have a reason behind this whole layout, and you'll act like that new self-image, because the room or the layout of your room will be your constant reminder to not be a degenerate and just do whatever you want to do in life. Again, just remember this. Is day one or one day? I think it's the opposite, but yeah, so one day or day one. Choose what you want to pick and just go with it. Ride with it, and you'll find out. That's what I will find out as well. I'm not a guru or anything. I'm just making this video for myself so I can look back and remind myself constantly that this is the principle that I want to live my life. This is the principle that I want my life to be like in the future, and the values and beliefs I want to abide by. But yeah, too much talking. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video. So peace.